So we will start with this revision. As you can see on the screen, I have taken the, I have not taken the objective one. I have taken the subjective questions, which you need to write. So the first question, as you can see on your is written, state any two relaxations available under the Company Act 2013 to a one-person company. This is the marks, 2 marks for the question. So your question length should be up to this. Here I have written 4 points, but you can write any two. There is no need to prepare a cash flow statement. There is no necessity for annual general meeting to be held. And the annual return can be signed by the director and not necessarily a company secretary. And OPC need to hold only one meeting of the board of directors in each half of a calendar. Means you can write any of the 2 points. I have taken the 50%. No, we have started from now only. I am doing the sample paper, Ananya. So,
Okay.
so next is external, explain any two internal sources of recruitment. We have two types of recruitment, as you know, internal and external. So in internal, what are the two types or two other sources of internal recruitment? First is transfer. Transfer, you understand that shifting from one place to another. The organization will be same. The person will be working for the same organization, but there will be shifting from one particular department to another, it may be, or one particular office to another office. Then promotion, sometimes with promotion, if there is a vacant in the upper level, so by promoting the staff from junior level, this internal source of recruitment can be fulfilled. Then explain the two sources of external recruitment. So external recruitment can be done with the help of advertisement in newspaper or employment changes. Now, the highly reputed companies, blue chip company are the major player of this type of money market instrument. Now, identify the money market instrument highlighted in the above line and what is the main purpose of instrument identified in A. So in A, we have identified commercial paper, and why it is, what is the main purpose of commercial paper? It is a popular instrument for financing working capital requirement of business units. Now define interport trade with an example. You already know what is interport. When the firm of a country imports goods for the purpose of exporting the same to the firm of some other country with or without making any change, it is known as interport trade or re-export trade for that company. Sorry, for that country. For example, if an Indian company exports rubber from Thailand and export it to Japan, then it is called interport trade for India. Now, next is define export with example. What is export? We can write export as, exports can be cars, clothes, pencils, heavy machineries, software or banking services. The limit to export usually comes in the form of government regulations. For example, if the good is needed domestically, the government may restrict export of the good to regulate domestic supply and prices. So this is the basic meaning of export. There is one case-based question is also there, as you can see. Arunodaya Airlines company offered travel today, pay fare later plan for its prospective buyers or customers. Name the promotional tool used by the Arunodaya Airlines and state any two other products for which above identified plan is quite common nowadays. So the particular thing is deferred payment plan, and this plan is very quite common nowadays in case of TVs and air conditioners. Not only in this, we are buying now whatever durable things we are buying, we usually opt for this deferred payment plan. Then state any two avenues of self-employment. Here also 4 points are written. You can go for any of the two. So what are the things are there under self-employment? So we have manufacturing, trading, then professionals, individualized services, anything you can opt for your self-employment answer. Now, wage employment, small factory or shop, business firm, service organization, government and semi-government organizations. Now, Nipun was working in an enterprise on a daily wages. It was difficult for him to fulfill the basic needs of his family. His daughter fell ill. He had no money for his daughter's treatment. To meet the expense of a treatment, he participated in a cycle race, won the prize money. The cycle company offered him a permanent pensionable job, which he happily accepted. By quoting lines from the paragraph, identify the needs of Rahim that are satisfied by the offer of the cycle company. Also explain two other needs of Rahim following above that are still to be satisfied. So the first thing is the psychological, the physiological needs and the needs of Nipun are being satisfied by the offer of the company. Can you tell me this is from which chapter? Can any one of you tell this is from which chapter?
Business organization, not business organization.
Oh, this is obviously this is from functions of management. From those chapter, it is like this is there. Abhilasha, Fatima, anyone can try. Ananya also. This is the part of motivation. Okay. Motivation is the part of directing chapter. Okay. So these type of question also you can get. These type of case-based question also you can get. So you practice everything. Like whatever you are getting, you should practice everything. So apart from these needs, there are other needs also, affiliation or belonging needs or esteem needs. These needs refer to affection, sense of belongingness, acceptance and the friendship. And then there's the organization by encouraging cooperative teamwork and by having accessible and kind superiors, such as encouraging esteem needs. This includes factors such as self-respect, autonomy, status, recognition, and attention. The organization by giving praise and recognition when the employees do well and offering promotions can fulfill these needs. So next question is Roshan. Roshan is the chief chef of Khidmat, 7 restaurant located in the city of Bangalore. The place is also known as for exquisite Mughlai cuisine, especially mutton biryani and kebabs. All the food is prepared under Roshan's purview. The various activities in the kitchen are initiated in accordance to his instruction. He is very specific in issuing instruction to his subordinates. In order to ensure smooth working of the department, he personally oversees the method followed by the chef for preparation of each dish. He misses no opportunity to praise his subordinates for their good work. His team members feel very happy and satisfied under this direction. So he provides constant guidance to them in order to improve upon its taste and presentation, and also encourages them to innovate and be more creative in their work. So in the above context, identify the various elements of directing mentioned in the paragraph by quoting the lines. So the various elements of directing mentioned in the above paragraph are as follows. First is communication. Second is leadership. Third is motivation. So the various elements here, communication, he is very clear and specific in issuing transaction to his subordinates in order to ensure smooth working of the department. Then supervision. This is the line within the inverted comma. You can see the lines. This is the line. Then supervision, he personally oversees the method followed by the chefs. Then leadership, he provides constant guidance and motivation. He misses no opportunity to praise his subordinates. So from these lines, you can identify the elements of directing. Then after completing his bachelor, the next question, Abhijit joined an IT consultancy firm. He observed there that the senior management more often communicate failures than success. They rarely shared any good news related to the growth of the firm or give any recognition to its employees for their extraordinary contribution towards the firm. As a result, Abhijit never felt encouraged enough to work up to his full potential. Identify and explain the elements of directing in the absence of which the employees don't feel encouraged to work. State the importance of this element as identified in part by giving any two suitable points. So the elements of directing being referred to it as motivation, improves the importance of motivation is improves performance, reduces the employees turnover. Why I have done this? Because from this you can make an idea that how much you should write for answers or for this many marks. This is your 3 marks question. If you see, we are having only this many because for each and every question they have according to the marks, they have word limit. So you can get an idea that this many words should be used while the answer for 3 marks. Then state any 3 limitations. So advertising multiplies wants. Advertising adds to cost of product. Creation of monopoly advertising may affect the value system of the society, and motivation for wrong or dangerous deeds. So you can write one line explanation to these points also. If you want to clear your answer, you can add one explanation to these answers also. Clear to everyone? Is it clear?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So moving further. So the space outside buses company truck. The space outside buses company truck used to carry company's own product can be used to attract and inform the customers about the product availability, price, etc. Now, which media of advertisement is highlighted in the above line? Generally, for which product media of advertisement identified in A is suitable? That is outdoor advertising. So, generally used for advertising product like shoes, lotions, cream, fan, cycle, etc. You can explain what is outdoor advertising because a 3 marks question and you can write the meaning of outdoor advertising. Now a manufacturer of detergent powder wants to introduce detergent cake in the market. So how the things can be done? Which sales promotion tool should be used to attract the customers? Give reason in support of your answer. Yes. So the next question is, read the next question. Yeah, a manufacturer question we were doing. No, read this one.
A manufacturer of detergent powder wants to introduce detergent cake in the market under a new brand name. Which sales promotion tools should he use to attract the customers? Give reasons in support of the answer. I said discount because it will discount coupon. It will give an incentive to buy.
Okay, so Ananya, you have read the question. Now, what will be the answer? Answer is sales promotion tools he should use to attract the customers are distribution of free samples. As mentioned, of distribution of free sample is a commonly used sales promotional tool. Then, at time, marketers offer extra unit quantity with standard without any additional charge to the customer. Price off. Then free offer. Price off is, you must have seen that 5 rupees off, 2 rupees off, that is price off. And free offer means we always get one with another. So that is free offer. Or sometimes 5% extra, 25% extra. That is also we can see with the product. Yes, not discount actually. This is discount is for price off, but for free offer, we get the quantity or we get the
Like in that
other product.
chapter, there was one more sales promotion was discount coupon.
Yeah, discount coupon is also there. We usually,
So if I would have written,
what is discount coupon?
no, I know what discount coupon is, but if I would have written discount coupon for that question,
It is correct.
it
You
would have
can
been fine.
write. Yes, yes, you
Okay,
can write.
okay.
Whatever promotional tools are there, you can write it. I have written these 4. You can write anything.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So what is basic difference between the letter of credit and letter of hypothecation? So there are 2 alternative methods by which payment can be received. One by the exporter, that is letter of credit or letter of hypothecation. What is letter of credit? The exporter can get immediate payment on the strength of the letter of credit which is issued by the importer's bank in favor of export. The exporter has to draw the bill in order to get the payment from the local branch of the bank in home country which has issued the letter of credit on behalf of the importer. Letter of hypothecation, if the exporter wants to receive payments immediately, he can get the bill accepted by the importer, discounted with his bank, but for this purpose, he has to give a letter of hypothecation to his bank. So letter of hypothecation is a letter addressed to a bank attached to bill of exchange, which is accepted by the importer through his letter of hypothecation. The exporter's authorities the bank to sell the goods in case of dishonor of the bill by importer so that the bank can realize in case of dishonor of the bill by the importer so that the bank can realize the amount advanced by it to the exporter. So these are the 2 basic types of payments that we do in the case of internal and external trade. Then state any 3 differences between GATT and WTO. So conceptual GATT was basically a set of rules and regulations for multilateral trade agreements with the objective of promoting international trade, while WTO is an institutional mechanism which attempts to regulate, monitor, and liberalize international trade. Second is institutional existence. This GATT does not have any institutional existence, while WTO bears permanent institutional existence. And the nature of participation, in case of GATT, participating nations were contracting parties, while WTO has membership for nations. Fourth point is scope of application of rules and regulations. The rules and regulations pertaining to GATT only applicable for goods only, while in case of WTO, it extends to both goods and services. You can write 3. As it is a 3 marks question, so you can write any of the 3 points, or you can write any of the 3 points by yourself also, depending on the type of the answer. Then the next one we have what are bill of lading, shipping order, and maid's receipt. So bill of lading, it is a document issued by the shipping company after the cargo is loaded on the ship. It is an acknowledgement of goods by the shipping company. It is a document that gives the title to the goods and is freely transferable by endorsement and delivery. Next is the shipping order. The shipping order is the main bill or main document on the basis of which customs office grants permission for the export. It contains full details regarding the goods being exported, name of the vessel, exporter's name and address, country of final destination, etc. Next is mate's receipt. A mate's receipt is a receipt issued by the commanding officer of the ship when the cargo is loaded on board and contains the information about the name of the vessel, berth, date of shipment, description of packages, and condition of the cargo at the time of receipt on board the ship, etc. Now, this question I have not written because this question I want you people to write it down. All of you, please copy this particular question. This is a basic difference between departmental undertaking and public corporation. Though we have already done this, but so I thought that one or two questions you should also write. And these chapters we have not yet completed. So that is why these chapters answers I have written. Recruitment and all. These are the question, stock exchange and all, which I have written. So please copy this question, all of you. Distinguish between departmental undertaking and public corporation. This is retail trade. Departmental undertaking, that is railways and all. Then public corporations we have. Just let me know after copying the question. Done, everybody? Okay. Okay, Chirantan. Abhilasha, Fatima?
Yes, ma'am.
Completed? Copying the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Abhilasha, done? Abhilasha, done? Hello, Abhilasha, can you hear me? Ananya, done. Okay. Pancham and Abhilasha. Okay, Abhilasha. Pancham, done? Okay. So we are coming to the next. What are the recent trends in recruitment? Explain briefly. So recent trends are e-recruitment. That is, websites are the modern sources of recruitment where the job vacancies are advertised through World Wide Web. This has an advantage of reducing the cost per candidate, saves time, is convenient and a faster way of, for example, Naukri.com, jobsearch.com, monster.com. So we are having these type of recent trends in recruitment. Then outsourcing, we have BPOs, many BPOs where an employer transfer all part of its recruitment process to an external service provider. Then internship, these provide employment to fresh graduates, especially in technical areas, to work as summer interns, and later on they may be offered regular jobs on completion of their internship training. Walk-in interview, under this method, the employer can insert a walk-in or talk-in advertisement in a leading newspaper or online. Those who walk in, that is come personally, or talk in, that is contact over phone, are further asked to give their details for the job vacancy. These serves as a good source of recruitment when the vacancies arise all of a sudden and need to be filled up immediately. The manager must be aware of, next question is, the manager must be aware of the sources of recruitment from where the suitable candidates can be hired. Mention and explain the sources of recruitment. So we have internal sources, already we did. Under internal sources, we are having two types. Either transfer or promotion. External sources, we can do media advertisement, we can do employee exchange. Nowadays, consultancies are also being hired for employing the people. Now, companies have to get their securities listed in the stock exchange for the purpose of trading. Through stock exchange, describe the steps involved in the trading procedure. So, trading procedure involves the following. First, selection of broker. Firstly, investor chooses the broker through whom he will buy or sell the securities. Of order. After fixing the broker, the investor places the order stating the number of the company, number of the shares to be brought or sold, the price which the transaction has to be made. Trade by the broker. Broker makes the deal if the desired price is quoted by any buyer or seller in his computer. Then transaction on a stock exchange can be on cash basis or carryover basis. Next is investors. Information to investors. The broker informs the investors about the deal. The buyer will make the arrangement. And for payment, settlement, all transactions are settled through the clearing house through electronic book entry. 23rd number question is, we have only till 24th number. So 23rd number question is, small business plays a major role in the socio-economic development of any country. Do you agree with the above statement? Enumerate any importance of small business. Yes, I agree with the above statement. The importance of small scale business is increasing day to day due to following factors. First, the small business enterprises are capable of generating immediate and large scale employment opportunities in our country. They require less capital investment. They require less capital investment than compared to large scale business enterprises. The cost of production is less due to use of local resources and the fewer establishment and less running cost. Then we have the small industries help in effective mobilization of the untapped resources of the country with the help of local resources, and indigenous or world-class product can be produced by village and cottage industries. Small industries promote balanced regional development of the country. These can be easily set up near the source of resource that lead to overall economic development of that place. So any four you can write here. 5 points are written. You can write any four, or you can write for yourself also. Then 24th number question. This is the last question we have. To start and run a business. The question is, after passing class 12th, Sunita wants to start her own boutique. Her mother has promised her to meet her initial financial requirement. She has been advised by her teacher that there are number of government agencies providing help in various fields and she can approach them. Name such agencies and state the nature of assistance these can provide in starting small businesses. To start and run a business enterprise, one require various resources and facilities. These may be in the form of technical, financial, marketing, or training support. Such support is provided by the government by established different institutions or organizations. So what are those? First is NSIC, that was set up in the year 1955 to promote, aid, and foster the growth of small industries in India. It provides wide range of promotional services. Next is SSIDCs, this is on the basis of state and this is on the basis of national level. So are set up in various states of our country to cater the development needs of small, tiny and village industries. Next is NABARD and SIDBI. NABARD is also like formulated for the purpose of agricultural benefit, and SIDBI is for the purpose of small industrial development of India. Was set up in 1990 as a principal financial institution for promotion, financing and development of small scale industry. This is the basic way, or these are the basic method through which you can write the answer. This is just an exemplar. If you want to write the answer by yourself, that also you can do. The same thing I am going to upload in the resource section as a kind of reference. If you want to change the answer by yourself, that also you can do. There is no any hard rule that you have to write these answers only. You can write any of the answer by your choice. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Ananya, Abhilasha, Chirantan, clear it is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then today we will do
Yes.
this much. Tomorrow we will go with the next thing. Okay?
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.